Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes Anonymous, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, and I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons show! We are back to our regularly scheduled Campaign 2, which means that you're stuck with me. I'm really excited, but also nervous to dive in. So let's, I guess, get to it. I'll have some announcements and a recap, a really long recap, for all of you, but before we get into any of that, Nick, would you go ahead and kick off some player introductions?
Sure. Hi, I'm Nick. I play Embers of White Ash, the Tabaxi Sun Soul Monk.
Hi, I'm Kay, and I'm playing Lady Elwyn Amalos, who is an Elvish Circle of the Land Druid.
Hi, I'm Gabo, and I'm in this game, and you'll find out what I'm doing.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Vert, the Changeling Armor Artificer.
Thank you, everyone. So those announcements. We premiere our episodes on YouTube every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Throughout the campaign, we use a variety of custom items, monsters, species, etc., so be aware of that as you're watching. Character portraits were done by Zyra Brittany. She goes by @ZylaV on Twitter. If you need a refresher on anything that's going on in our campaign, you can check out our campaign wiki at World Anvil. You can also check the video description for links and info to everything I just mentioned and more, including some links to trans rights, Black Lives Matter, and Stop Asian Hate resources. We don't have a social media outlet at the moment. This is the part where I would normally tell you to check us out on Co-Host or Twitter or whatever. We'll have something coming soon, so just stay tuned. Other than that, we just hope you enjoy the show, share with your friends, and come back to watch some more. So with all that out of the way, let's roll the intro video. And welcome back. How was that new intro video? Did you like that new art? Pretty darn cool. We're all pretty excited about it. Nick is laughing at my cheesiness. Anyways, before Nick can laugh me out of the room, let's go ahead and dive into that recap I mentioned. It's going to be a long one because I'm going to recap pretty much everything that has happened in the campaign in as short a form as possible. So, ever since Prince Vertnor Oranglass and Lady Elwyn Amalos formed the Silver Seekers in Port Horizon Shroud, they've run into situations ultimately engineered by the League of Terrors. At the southern port town, they worked to stop a shipment of dragon eggs from falling into the League's hands. In the process, they gained the deed to a keep, and on their journey to their new home in Amberhearth, they encountered the League twice more. First, in the remote settlement of Twin Towns, where they resealed the primal nexus of ice that had been powering strange machinery responsible for a rash of zombie attacks. Then, in the capital city of Fymir, they stopped the League from kidnapping a spacefaring dragon and her companion. When the Seekers arrived at Amberhearth, they found that the League of Terrors had been busy there too. One of the League's agents had caused a swarm of giant ants to attack their new home, while another had gone to the Underdark city of Erudition to perform ritual experiments on the primal nexus of wind. Now, though, they find themselves fighting a war on two fronts. Vert had a long-held grudge against Emperor Stratos for the sacking of his homeland Vagma, and for the death of his family. But over the course of their journeys, Vert learned that his father, Basil Oranglass, the deposed king of Vagma, was still alive. And so the Silver Seekers' latest mission was not against the League of Terrors, but an act of hostility against the Empire itself, as they infiltrated Greymantle Penitentiary and extracted Basil from its deepest recesses. With Basil's help, the Seekers should be able to expand their influence and bolster their forces, but exactly where they would find these new allies is an open question. A nearby resistance movement would no doubt be sympathetic to Vert's desire to kill Emperor Stratos, a desire he shares with the spirit of the dragon Nyadon, who lives in his head, and also in the wind construct that he created from the primal nexus of wind. Meanwhile, Embers of White Ash is interested in freeing the Yuan-Ti from General Ilsish, in a possibly ill-advised bid to win Kashura's heart. And Elwyn's personal goal of tracking down her mother Elentari to her last known location in Lumera has no obvious connection to either of the Seeker's missions, leaving it unclear how long she will have to wait for her family reunion. Whew! So that's everything that's been going on.
Nice job.
I'm going to continue this by talking at you guys a little bit more.
Great.
As I narrate a scene that the Silver Seekers don't necessarily have visibility into.
Great.
A dark circular room with a few dim lines of white light running around its perimeter stands empty. There are 6 dark alcoves surrounding the room, and slowly, one by one, they light up. One with green light, one with black, one with red, and one with purple. The other 2 remain dark. A voice echoes from the alcove lit by black light. "Report, Cephalosk. Are you still suffering delays with the next nexus?" The response comes from the purple-lit alcove. "No, not anymore. The Watchers harried our efforts in Falerith for longer than anticipated, but our agent in the city has finally dealt with them. I was able to finish my part completely unhindered thanks to the learnings from the Wind Nexus. It is now ready for our large friends to do their part, so I will be departing for Freydin, to at long last attempt that which we have discussed." A voice then hisses from the green alcove. "But what of these Silver Seekers? These ones who gave you so much trouble at Erudition? Will they be a problem this time?" And the purple alcove responds, "No, I don't think they will obstruct our goals this time. Ilsish tells me that our eyes on the Seekers indicate that their attentions are elsewhere at the moment." The red alcove then flares to life. "I thought that one of their number was in the city. This Night Mantis?" "Indeed," the purple alcove replies, "but our agent has taken action to see that she is properly dealt with. She cannot interfere." "And the Emperor?" the red alcove booms. "What of him? Do we need fear his retribution?" "No, I think not," the black alcove answers after a brief pause. "He will have his hands full with our machinations in Ice-Tier Vale, and with fighting his little war with the Iand Republic. I suspect that what we do in Falerith will be the least of his concerns. But never fear, my violent friend. The time for you and your kin to do your part is near at hand. You will not idle much longer." The red alcove then rumbles gleefully in response, and with that, the lights in the alcoves fade to silent darkness once again.
Oh, shit.
Elsewhere, the sounds of chaos reign. Winds howl, shouts, screams, of pain, of anger, of violence. All these and more echo through the halls of Greymantle Penitentiary. But we find a solo figure deep in the effort to search for some piece of information that would be vital to finding a lost friend. Art, would you like to tell us what you look like?
Yes. Hold on, let me look what I look like. So, Art is a male dragonborn with a brass dragonborn with brass-colored scales that form kind of like a beard around his face. He also has 2 shortish horns protruding from his head, and he has green eyes, kind eyes. He has a scar along one of them. He typically wears pretty big, bulky, shining armor.
So, you have, in the chaos that is ensuing from what appears to be a mass prison break from Greymantle Penitentiary, managed to escape your cell. And you found your way down to the armory, where confiscated possessions from prisoners were stored. And you managed to find your armor, your sword, your family heirloom sword, and re-equip yourself for battle. But you couldn't leave before looking for one piece of information. I just need to remember a name here before I get it wrong.
Umbra?
Yes. Just want to make sure I get the pronunciation right. Yes, Lumbra. In your arrest, you were separated from your friend Lumbra, and you suspect that there might be some information here in the warden's office, in the warden's personal quarters, that might guide you towards your friend. Mm-hmm. So you find yourself in Arias Greymantle's personal chambers. There is a nice bed with a trunk at the foot. There is actually an open elevator shaft in one corner, through which you can hear a lot of shouting and echoing sounds up above. The room is it's got a wooden floor, unlike the rest of this prison, which is mostly stone construction and things like that. And it's very warmly lit by a bunch of candles. And you find yourself at his writing desk, and you are frantically leafing through the papers. Would you roll me an investigation check?
That gonna put that -2 to work.
First roll of the next season.
That's a 2. 4 minus 2.
That's okay. You are frantically pulling out papers and looking for anything that might detail what became of your friend after you were separated, like trial transcripts, anything. Mm-hmm. And time gets away from you until it occurs to you that you're not really hearing the sounds of fighting coming from the elevator shaft anymore, in the corner of the room. And you kind of look over your shoulder and you find a figure standing behind you, an imposing dwarven man who you know to be Arias Greymantle, warden of this penitentiary. He is garbed all for battle with a long sword in his, or a great sword in his hand, and he has I believe, like a polar bear cloak on his back that is kind of like his trademark, and he is standing behind you with a scowl on his face.
Oh shit!
And he says, "Getting out now, are you?"
Not before you tell me where she is.
He sits down on the trunk at the foot of the bed and kind of like holds his head in his hands and rubs his temples. And he does a big sigh. "I won't stop you. And in fact, you're one of the prisoners in here who I could say that I respect. So, as one dead man to one who was dead before, I'll tell you what I know." And he kind of goes over to his desk and pulls out a couple papers that you hadn't quite gotten to, or that had been shoved under other papers, and he hands them to you. And he just says, "I've always admired, in some deep part of me, that you would make the choice to stand up for what you believe in against an order. Couldn't do it myself." And he hands you this paper, and as you look at it, there's not really notes on it about where Lumbra was taken. But there's a lot of debate about what to do with Lumbra. Like, it seems like Lumbra's kind of a special case.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Lumbra was the sword. No, Lumbra was the friend, not the sword.
Yeah.
I have like 3 things names to track. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of discussion about what to do with Lumbra because Lumbra seems to be kind of a special case. And Uriah says, if she weren't who she were, she probably would have been executed. But being what she is, I suspect they spent a lot of time deliberating. I'd go back to your town and start there. She may yet be in the Dragon Keep there.
Art nods and holds his gaze for a moment. Thank you.
Yeah, he kind of just like holds his head in his hand and says, now I said I won't stop you, but my dragon's another story. She is not intending to let anyone escape. If you want to be out of here and do so safely, I'd do it now.
I understand.
And he kind of gestures you towards the door.
And I bolt.
You make your way back through the halls to where you left a couple of fellow prisoners who had broken out with you. And they've basically been arming themselves and equipping themselves for battle. There are, I think about 6 of them right now. There were 7. But one of them, a woman named Lavenna, who you recognize as one of the, she was a teenager when you first met her, one of the youths who you saved, who landed in here with you. She is now weeping over the body of Theon, another teenager from that group. They are, at this point, in their young 20s, though. No longer teenagers. And Theon, who once intervened on your behalf here in the prison, seems to have fallen prey to a guard's sword sometime in the escape up to this point. And you can actually see 1 or 2 bodies of guards on the ground here that have been dispatched. Another woman who is kind of just standing there watching Lavenna weep over Theon. Her name is Alera. She's a tiefling woman. I think that's the right one. Hold on, let me double check. Sorry, this one's actually important. I've got to get it right. Yes. A tiefling woman. She's kind of standing in the corner and watching this scene, and she catches your eye and kind of motions you over to her. Listen, I don't know how many of us are going to get out of here. But you seem tough, you seem sturdy, and you seem like you've seen a lot of combat before, so I want to make a request of you.
Anything?
If I don't make it and you do, I want you to go to Fulerith and see if you can find my son Emilio. He would have been... he'd be about 12 at this point. I haven't seen him in years, but just check on him, see if he's okay.
I give you my word.
And she kind of puts an arm on your shoulder. I can tell that you're one of your words, so I believe you. Thank you. And she gives you a stern nod. And with that, everyone else here finishes arming themselves. There are 7 of you, including yourself. Lavenna puts down Theon's body and stands up, kind of wipes the tears out of her eyes, and gives you the nod.
Put a hand on her shoulder, trying to give her consolation that lasts just seconds, because we have to go. I think I nod at everyone. We're like, we need to get out. Like, now's our chance. It's now or...
They seem to be looking to you to lead.
Do I know the best way out?
Yeah, it's probably the way that you came in. There's a staircase basically in this chamber that goes up to what serves as the dragon's chambers, but the dragon was gone, busy elsewhere. So you kind of just have to hope that that's still the case. The only other way up would have been that elevator, which seemed kind of broken.
Don't look at us when you say that.
Then yeah, I'll lead the group that way. And
Okay.
Can I do like a perception check or something to see if it's
Go for it.
safe? Watch me fail this again.
Can we switch to roll 20, Zach?
Yes.
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Hey.
Okay. As you get to the top of the stairs, the sounds of fighting have gotten quieter. There are still shouts. I need to move you to the right page.
Yeah.
Completely forgotten
You
how to
have
do roll
put us
20.
there, and we'll do it.
Ethan, can we change to roll 20?
Can you open up roll
Look,
20 for us?
it's been a while.
One sec. Let me find. I don't see.
It's just.
You'll have to
it's
scroll
this.
down.
Okay,
Yep.
got it. Yep, we do.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
You come up from this staircase in this big room that serves as kind of like the dragon's hold, the dragon's chamber. The door is kind of the door to this room is thrown open, and you can hear sounds coming from it of like orders being shouted. There still seems to be some fighting from like the main courtyard, but it sounds like your way out is basically going to be through that door and to the left, and there are the sounds of guards in that direction. You're going to have to fight to get out.
I think I communicate that to the rest of the group. We'll have to fight.
I think that most of them nod. Zach, Kay, and Nick, I have sent you character info.
Mhm.
You can take the spies, thugs, and scouts at
Yep.
this point.
Yep.
So if you have any reactions to that, it's up to you. From any of your characters.
Oh, I'm itching for the chance for some vengeance.
I think just some solid nods.
Okay.
Grabbing of bows.
In that case, then you don't. Do you have a way to move your character on there? Does it work?
Let's see. Yes. Whoa. I'm sorry, this is the first time I see
Really?
this happening.
You
Yeah.
haven't seen it yet?
This is so cool how it shows you like a little bit. Oh, wow. Okay, I think, yeah. Oh, that's really cool.
I'm so glad you
Sorry, completely ruined the immersion. I'm like, whoa, this is cool.
So you poke your head out that door and kind of look to the left, the direction you know you need to go. And there's another door there that's open that looks like it leads into some stables. And the stables themselves seem quiet at the moment.
Okay.
However, like I said, you can hear the sounds of guards from beyond that.
Okay, I'm gonna communicate that to the rest and be like, stay close, stay on your guard, and if you can hide.
Do you want to roll a stealth check?
Ooh, yeah, sure.
I think you
Sure,
have
that's nice.
disadvantage for your armor.
No, I don't.
Mm.
But it's fine because I rolled like shit anyway. I don't because it's mithril.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Haha.
Oh, yeah.
But that's still a 6.
Yeah, you're not as practiced at moving in your armor anymore. It's been a long time since you were put in here, and it feels
Years.
almost unnatural
Yeah.
for now. You're still getting back into the hang of it. You do hear a guard shout, "What was that? I heard something!" in Dwarvish.
Oh yeah, I understand it. Fuck. Fuck it, I'm just gonna charge in.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's roll initiative.
Oh boy. Should we roll once?
Just roll once for both of your characters, yep.
Okay. Hey.
I need to look at my narrative notes for this scene.
good. Rolled a 13. Well, an 11 plus 2. You know
Okay.
how it is.
Run encounter, remembering how to do these things. How did the... Oh, I didn't put... Alright, I'm just going to track it as Embers, Elwyn, and Vert, because I didn't put the actual ones in there.
That's alright.
Nick, how did yours do?
3.
Okay. Kay, how did yours do?
18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
And Zach, how did your characters do?
Average 10.
And then Art got what?
13.
13.
It's pretty good.
I mean, considering.
Yeah. Considering what the rest of us did.
Or considering
Okay.
I keep rolling 4s, you know.
Kay, with the scouts, you are first to act. Art hasn't yet moved into the room, but you hear a shout coming from the other side that the guards have noticed you.
Oh boy. Okay. Well. Oh, my roll 20th. Oh no, there we go. But there are no guards in sight yet.
Not yet.
And is this like a door in front of us?
Yep, but it's open. It's like a portcullis, like an iron portcullis that has
see.
been raised.
Which direction did the voices come from?
This away. Let me ping. You can kind of see the edge of one of the guards there, actually.
The edge of... Oh, I see. Yeah, then I think we'll have a scout come out here. Maybe, let's see, 5, 10. Yeah, I can probably get over there. I can't see myself, but... and ready in action. Unless I can see him now to shoot.
I don't think I gave your token vision, but I think you would have line of sight there.
To see him. Yeah, I don't think you get my token of vision either.
You know what? Let me just
so
get,
this little...
Let me just get rid of the fog of war here.
This little, scrappy looking little kobold
Oh no.
comes scrambling out and basically says, "If it's a fight they want, it's a fight we'll have," and pulls his bow and starts shooting the guard that he can see if he's got line of sight. So he can make 2 longbow attacks. So, all right, here we go. Scrappy little kobold. That's a natural 20.
Oh, so
Oh, shit.
okay.
Okay, should I just roll damage on that first?
Um,
How are we are we doing Planescape rules, or are we doing rules as written? What are the rules for...
that's
Crit hits
a
now.
conversation that we should have. It doesn't actually matter in this case because these guards have some special rules from when I was running the prison thing.
Uh-huh.
So really,
Are they minions?
kind of. They're like upgraded minions. So
Okay.
they have 3 hits worth of health. So a normal hit would do 1 point of damage to them. This
Okay.
one I'm going to give it 2.
All right, so then he's got 1 more attack. He's going to go with his longbow, and that was abysmal. 12?
Yeah, the first one catches that guard in the shoulder. It's like a dwarven man,
Yeah.
and he reels from it, but then manages to get his shield up and blocks the other arrow.
All right, and then the other scout's gonna come around, I think, this corner. Wait, is this a wall here?
Yes, that's a wall. Yep.
Okay. Then I think the other scout is gonna maybe come over here and hide. Use an action to hide.
Okay. So hiding is a thing that works different now.
It does. Okay, how does it work?
You roll a stealth check, and you're looking for a DC 15.
Okay.
Oh.
Stealth. Yeah, that's an 18.
Okay, and then keep track of your number because that's the DC to perceive you.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay, good turn. Then we have the guards themselves. This guard, who's been shot, is going to come and take a peek in the room and kind of spot. Let's see, can he see? He can see Art and the spy and the thug. Yeah, he can kind of see through the door to everyone there. And he pulls out a heavy crossbow and takes a shot at one of these spies. Let's see. Does a 15 hit a spy?
Yes, it does.
So that spy takes 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and record that on here. And this guard then shouts back to his friends, "Form up! There's a group of them! They're coming through! We can't let them through the main portcullis!" And then he will kind of retreat back himself. "We need archer support! Quick!" And then these other guards will kind of move into position, and that's their turn. Art, you're up.
Ooh, fun. Let's see what I can do.
New character.
Do I have? I know, right? Do I have all my?
You've got all your stuff.
All my stuff. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you picked it up
Then
from the armory.
I'm
down below.
gonna. Okay. What is this? Okay, sweet. Okay. I'm gonna move over here-ish. And do I have eyes on that guard that has one more hit to go?
I think so, yeah, from there.
Okay,
You
sweet.
would.
Then I'm gonna use my longbow to try to get him. Hmm. 16 plus.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
Okay.
So that guard takes your arrow to the shoulder and then just keels back onto the ground and does not get back up.
Great. And do I? Okay. This is where I've never played a fighter before, so please bear with me. So it says attacks per action 2. Is that regardless of like what?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay, then I'm gonna move a bit further. I think that's still. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And I'm gonna. I need to count in Spanish.
No,
listen.
that's great.
And I'm gonna try to get this guy over here with my longbow as well. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. What does that look like as you take that excellent shot?
I think he's just running on adrenaline and wanting to protect these people that he just like runs up, takes aim like just a quick second, and it goes like through like
Through like a basically like a hole in the chain of
Yeah,
armor
yeah,
just
yeah.
perfectly.
yeah.
Perfect. Cool. Anything else for your turn?
All right, there might be other stuff. Let's see. Okay.
I think you've got a bonus action
actions,
left.
bonus action. Oh. I think. Target attacks. Superior maneuvers are just actions, right?
Um,
Not
it
necessarily.
depends on the maneuver.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
oftentimes they
yeah.
apply to attacks that you make, and then other times, I mean, Zach, you'd know, you're the expert.
Yeah, they just vary. Like you can use bonus. Sometimes you use it. They attach with attacks, or
Gotcha.
you can use like bonus actions and things to like rally, or you can use reactions like parry and stuff.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah. Okay. And then wait, this guy's down to just. It has to be
Just
hit.
one now.
Okay, then fuck it. I'll use action surge.
There it is. 2 more attacks.
Let's see if that is. Oh, that's not good. I can't read these dice. They're cool, but like.
Some maneuvers add to your attack roll as well.
And some add to damage, yeah.
Yeah, some add to damage. So
Take your time. It's a new character.
Okay. No.
So I really like how your dice are like
On theme.
yeah, it's really great.
No, I think. I guess, hold on. What would be...
One I remember doing extra attack rolls, distracting shot. I don't know if they're all the same or not after the new rule set. Most of them add damage, but that one specifically added attack roll.
They might have changed a little bit.
Yeah.
It does look like thugs are next, so be thinking about what you want to do.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think that's it. I just missed, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it was a 10.
Well, with your action surge, you get your full attack action back,
Yeah,
right?
you
So
get-
it's two attacks.
Oh!
Yeah, so you try again.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's really good. Action surge is really good.
Super good. You can one-shot bosses with it.
13 plus something. Plus 5.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
So that's another guard down.
Sweet.
Nice.
That one swears in Dwarven as he goes down.
Sorry.
Wow, that's...
Then it's the thugs.
That was a bad swear, Ethan. Sorry, viewers, for the potty mouth of that guy.
Clutching my pearls over here.
1 sec. I'm looking for my mouse. Trying to... There we go. Do this so I can move my dudes. Okay, so these guys...
Oh, I don't think I gave you... Because I didn't know who was going to
4,
have...
5, 6. So...
Oh, I gave
Yeah,
it to
you
all
do.
players. Great.
I think... Just make sure I have normal movement. I do. So this thug is going to move right here. It's a Warforged that comes up to you. We are with you, Captain. And he takes his heavy crossbow and aims it at one of these 2 remaining guards here.
Hang it so that the map people can see. I guess
The
do
map
they see
people.
your-
Here you go, map
They
people.
No,
should
I mean the viewers, but I don't know if they can see your mouse cursor or not.
Yeah. But let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't. If he moves here,
You can
see
probably see that one.
so?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is a dwarven man who just spits and then he fires a crossbow as well. Here's the Warforged. I think they get multi-attack, but it says only 2 melee attacks. So I think heavy crossbow is just 1 attack.
Yeah.
All right. The first one is a 12 plus 4.
That's a miss.
Sorry, 2.
Yep. This
Miss,
one
okay.
pings against the armor.
So they miss, and the second one is a 17 plus to 19.
That's a hit.
So 1 heavy crossbow bolt hits the wall, the other one hits the guard.
And then it is our archer friend. It's turn. She's just going to hop down off of the wall, and she can see Art there. So she is going to make an attempt at shooting Art with 2 attacks. 22
Fuck.
and 12. So that's 8 piercing damage for the one that hits. And then the other one kind of pings off of your armor. And she just kind of shouts, "They're armored!" Then it is the spies.
Okay. The man who took a hit before says, "I'm not dying here," and he's going to just sort of like slink next to this other scout and do a hide check, and fails badly. It's like a 4 on stealth check. The other spy, Savannah, is going to use cunning action to dash. So let's see, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Just sort of like shouting the whole time, "I'll get you! We'll kill you all!"
Yeah, this is Lavenna, whose friend Theon just died, so that makes sense. It's on brand.
And is going to make a hand crossbow attack at the nearest guard.
Yeah, that's the one that already has a crossbow bolt in it. In him.
I rolled another 2.
Oh my god.
So far I've rolled a 1 and 2 2s.
You need to
I'm going to
purify
use
here.
a different die.
You need this.
His friend covers him with his shield, and to no avail. Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
That brings us back up to the scouts.
Great. Oh boy. Well, let's see. The kobold. Can the kobold see from there the? Oh, that's the spy. More
The
guards.
kobold is this one here.
Yes. We'll have to come down here. 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll run here and shoot. New targets! And shoot at the archer. It's two longbow attacks to the archer. That is an 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
And a 13.
Misses.
Okay. And then he sees the second one miss and he goes, oh boy. And then he kind of, goes over here to kind of get out of the line of fire. The one that was hiding, she stealthily kind of sneaks around here. Is she going to get like advantage on the guards?
Hiding does give you some sort of advantage when you're attacking from hiding.
Makes you invisible until you're...
Yes.
Whoa.
Great, so she
Not
can...
like translucent invisible.
Yeah.
But just they don't see her. So she gets advantage, right, on her attack. So this is Alira, the tiefling woman from before. And she's like the one with actual, like, cunning, it seems. So she kind of creeps around the side of the building, and as soon as she has eyes on one of the guards, she lines up her longbow and is going to attack.
I'm actually going to get rid of these 2 dead guards.
So that's an 18
Whoa.
to hit.
That hits, yeah.
So she's going after, I guess the first one was the one that got hit before.
Yes.
Is he still up?
That one has one more.
Okay,
hit
so
point
she's going to
left.
loose another one. Oh, I didn't even roll an advantage on that one. I'll roll an
Go for the
advantage
20.
now. Okay, well, I rolled terribly that time. So the second attack is a 13.
Yeah, that one, he gets the shield up in time and blocks it.
So then she'll just kind of, that was 5, 10, 15. So she'll just go back in the corner where she was.
Okay. Sounds good.
No longer hiding.
Then I believe it was the guards next. Yes. These guards now have a target, so they're going to come out and kind of form a wall blocking their archer friend from view. And they're both going to try and attack that spy, Lavenna. So they have 2 attacks with their longsword. Let's see. A 14
Hits.
and a 13.
Hits.
And then a 13
Hits.
and a 11.
Misses.
So 3 hits. 21 points of damage total.
Lavenna's still up.
And they kind of grin evilly as they lay into Lavenna with their swords. Art, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna... where is it? Okay. I'm gonna run up to Lavenna. Okay. And use I run up to her and use bait and switch to put her behind me.
Cool.
Like that one.
Actually, probably be here and here then, eh?
Yeah, you can swim once. Oh wait, I'm so sorry. How do I expend a superiority die? Does that just happen?
There should be a
It's
mark
in your
somewhere on the
features and
sheet.
traits thing.
Oh, okay. So it's just like I used one.
Yeah, just
right?
scroll up some.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's part 1.
Sweet. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm not.
Can I have the extra AC?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, you need more than I do. How much is the extra AC?
I don't know. It should
Is it
say
your
on
proficiency bonus or
Oh, I didn't have to roll.
what you roll?
Oh.
Oh, it's the superiority dice. That's cool.
And that's a 2.
Okay.
I got excited. That's a 4! No, that's a 2.
Superior dice are only d4s.
What? You what?
Are the superior dice only d4s?
So he's not
Maybe
the same
not.
level
Wait,
as you
hold
are.
on.
5 right now, but
No, I think you're right. Hold on.
But they think
I
they do
think
start at
it's-
6.
Yeah.
Is it a D6 or a D8? Hold on.
I don't think. I mean, they didn't used to be d4s to my memory.
Don't feel bad about taking time to figure this
Yeah,
out.
that's
This
okay.
is your combat
We
tutorial.
are. I want to announce while they're doing this, we are switching to the 2024 rules as of this session.
Yes.
So we're kind of working out some of the kinks here.
We're going to
Oh,
learn how
maybe
this
it's- okay,
system
hold on,
works
hold on,
as we go.
Hold on. I think, okay. Features and traits.
There we
Let's
go.
to-
There.
4d8. Oh yeah.
So it's
okay.
a
Let's
D8,
try.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
try
There you
that
go.
again. Let's
I really
see
hope
what-
that
if it's
marker-
also a 2, no, it's a 6.
Okay.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
way
That's
better.
really
It's way better. Thank you for that. I appreciate it because I was
it's like, where did you get D4
I
from?
don't know. From my booty. I don't like literally from nowhere. Okay, great.
Cool.
Okay, and now that I'm here,
Mm-hmm.
well, that was my action, right?
Switch shouldn't have been an action.
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was a. It's just. Is it not just movement? I thought it just.
It's an other.
Why don't
You're
we
right.
open
When you're
his
Yeah.
sheet instead of speculating
Yep.
about what the
I really hope
most
that
process
the
was?
archer that snapped their bow in half is here somewhere.
Hmm.
The one I kept shooting into the wind wall.
Yeah, good question.
Where are
Probably
they?
somewhere crying.
Yeah, they're like, ooh.
Okay, let's see.
It's under actions and.
Bait and switch when you're with him. Expend a superiority die. Switch places with the creature. Provoke without provoking attacks.
Yeah, it's no action.
Yeah, no action.
Yeah.
So that was just
It's
free.
just special.
That was just
Oh.
free. So you got
Yeah.
still have
Oh.
action bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Then I'm gonna attack with my longsword.
Yeah, that's a really
Okay.
cool maneuver. I like
Okay.
it.
It's
Yeah.
super cool.
Okay. And
Do
I
you
was
want to
gonna
describe your longsword as you draw it for the first time? Because it is kind of special.
Yes. So this blade was passed down by my father to me, but it was passed down from his father's father to his father's,
Oh,
all the
boy.
way back to like
Someone
what's it
very
called?
long ago. You don't have to specifically say
Yeah,
that.
so just very long ago. And it's called Fulgora, and it's a crystal longsword.
Cool.
And I'm just gonna read what it says here. This magic sword's blade is fashioned from a horn or spine from a crystal dragon. And when you hit, it does a little bit of extra radiant damage. So like, let's see if I hit first.
So it gleams in the sunlight. It is drawn. And it is a cloudy, blizzardy day, but like almost it seems to radiate sunlight of its own.
that was a 12. Oh, but plus 8.
That's a hit.
Okay, cool. And
Yeah, the
then
thugs
that
pull out
is
sunglasses and put them on so they can look at the sword.
1d8.
It's like sunlight or starlight almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's
Space
but
Jam.
that's it's just one hit, right? And then the radiant damage doesn't
Turks
count as
thing.
anything
Oh,
else in
the
this
Turks,
case because
yeah.
it's just one. Okay.
Higher disadvantage.
The first guard you hit with your long sword goes
Yeah.
down.
Sweet.
Higher disappointment.
All right, they were both within range, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. Let's.
Well, I guess I assumed you wanted to attack the.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, then let's try hitting the other one. And that's a 15 plus 8.
That'll hit.
Sweet. And let's see. 1 second. There's so much stuff.
This is why we started at level 5.
I know, there's a lot to learn
So much stuff
Yeah.
for a fighter.
on this character sheet.
Welcome back from your vacation.
Thank you. And I think I'll just. Is there anything else I can
While he's
do?
thinking and learning, you can probably bump this music up just
Okay.
a hair.
We'll bump it just a hair.
Did you do your 2 attacks?
I got my 2 attacks.
Okay.
I did my movement. I did my.
You
Yeah,
checking out
no,
the
I think,
bonus
yeah, I was looking
actions?
at bonus actions, but I think I don't need to fly right now.
Then we're on to the photos.
And you don't need to heal yourself.
No, yeah.
You're good.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay there, and I'm gonna be covering my buddy.
Okay. Bugs, you're up.
Alright, they put their sunglasses on and charge into battle with art. It's really awkward using a mouse that's connected to that instead of my laptop in front of me. I'm like, right, where's my mouse? Alright,
New
so
setup,
we
do this.
will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this guy, I guess they can only barely reach. Oh. Can do that. Yeah, this guy can barely get here. Alright, they have pack tactics. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna do 4 attacks, all at advantage.
Oh my god.
Do a murder.
Do a murder.
Alright, first one is a 19 on the dice. That's
That's a
23.
hit. Yep.
How many hits does this guy have?
Just one more.
And the next one, that's a dirty 20.
Also a hit.
Shit.
That guard goes down, crumples in a heap. Bloody heap.
Okay, so then since one of them did not get any attacks off, they are going to dash. Is this the exit here?
Yes, the portcullis. The portcullis is currently down. There are cranks on both sides of it that look like they need to be cranked simultaneously to raise the portcullis.
Okay, I think
Okay.
the Warforged runs up to one of the cranks and starts trying
Pulling on
to
it?
pull it.
All right. Good turn. Then it is the archer's turn, and the archer sees that things are going very badly for her side here, but she's going to try and take some parting shots at the only one she feels she has a chance at preventing from leaving, which is Lavenna.
No.
Who has extra AC?
Who has extra AC?
Yep. Those are both really good.
Wait, does parry work for only yourself? Or.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Wait.
Parry? It's one of your maneuvers.
Damages you
Okay,
with a
never
melee
mind then.
attack. Yeah, I was hoping
Okay.
that.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So it's 21 and a 22.
Both hit.
No!
Even without an AC, oh no.
Lavenna,
Yeah, my AC is 18.
Oh no.
Lavenna takes 2 shots to the chest and falls to the ground dead.
Oh.
Art screams. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm starting you off with trauma.
This is a prison
No, that's
break.
my bread and butter.
Yeah.
My characters need to have trauma.
And then the archer just basically shouts in Dwarven, "Fuck you all!" And then
Oh my God.
scrambles up a ladder back onto the wall and starts running.
Oh my god.
And then the gate is clear unless one of you wants to pursue her. Next up would be the spies.
Okay.
Spies or the scouts?
The spies.
You skipped me? Or the spies last? Oh, the spies first.
It just took a long time to get through Art's turn.
Yeah.
No, I just...
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Oh, we still haven't gone.
We haven't gone home.
Yeah.
This
Sorry.
spy, seeing the coast is clear, is going to dash again. And start operating the crank.
Okay. The portcullis begins to rise, and before you,
Mhm.
the group of you who kind of assembled in front of the portcullis, ready to make your dash out, see a long open snow field before you eventually get to a line of trees. And you begin to dash out, but we are going to switch scenes for a moment
Oh boy.
to a completely different vibe.
Okay. Alright.
Time has been passing in the city of Amberhearth. Oops, wrong song. This is a mysterious song.
Kind of spooky. Spoopy.
Let's do this one. There we go. Time has been passing in the city of Amberhearth, and the Silver Seekers returned from their mission eminently successful. The group of you not only got out Basil Oranglass, Vert's father, but also a number of other prisoners. And Elwyn made an impassioned plea to them, seeking their help in future endeavors against the League of Terrors. A number of them stay. More of them go. However, some of the ones that do leave with promises to help if called upon. The ones that leave are the angel with the wings that have been cut off, Alen'dal. He leaves saying something very terse and short about going to try and find his god, but does say that if called upon to fight evil alongside you, he would be willing to do so again in a later date. Hrevnir, the frost giant, leaves to head north. How far north, you're not sure, but he's going to make some sort of trek north to where he can feel his patron is calling him, he says. He as well, though, extols your deeds in the battle, getting out of the prison, and says, "Ha! If you wish to fight alongside Hrevnir again, Hrevnir will lend axe." And then sets off on his merry way, humming a giant tune. Thranduil Oakwalker, in Elven Druid, who you rescued, also pledges to return if called upon, but says that he must see to his old grove in Nearus. So he sets off to go that way. He recalls it being decimated by dragonfire before his imprisonment, and wants to see if it has regrown enough that he can reclaim it. But Lausian Wraithrin, the Drow Shadowblade, who had kind of established a little bit of a rapport with Elwyn a little bit, he also intends to set off. He says that he intends to go back to Lumera and see what has become of it since he left, but he had promised Elwyn some information before he set off. So I thought we'd have a little scene to get through that.
Oh, great.
Lausian is about to set off. It's the middle of the night because he wants to travel in the dark. But he's standing outside Amberhearth, or the Amberhold, with Elwyn. And
Yeah,
says,
I think she comes out of the keep, and she has like something wrapped up in like a big handkerchief bundle thing, and she's like, "I made you some food for the road. It's not much, but some old recipes I thought might be nice. Remind you of home a little bit."
Yeah, he takes it and he kind of peeks inside. Is it just like very elven fare?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Elwyn knows much about Underdark cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Only what we had when we were in Erudition, but it would have been stuff that like I imagine she had learned how to cook some like exotic Underdark food when she was at home, but it maybe is not super authentic. You know what I mean?
It's like it's mushroom dishes, but with all the wrong spices.
Yeah. So it's like that kind of stuff. She's like, "Listen, I know this is not maybe exactly the kind of thing you are used to, but it's what I know and like, and I thought you might appreciate having some food that was more than just, bricks and rations on the road, at least to start out with."
Yeah, he nods and kind of looks in your eyes and says, "This is very kind of you. I appreciate it very much. I have a long road back."
Yes, hopefully not quite as long as the road that we took to get there the first time, now that the trade routes have been established.
Well, he's going to
Lumera,
not
right,
Erudition.
sorry.
Yep.
Nope.
To get to Lumera, he has to go towards Vogma and then basically
Yes.
enter the Underdark in that area, and then
So you'll be traveling overland then, not through the Underdark?
plan to go overland as far as this Vogma, and then from there enter the Underdark and proceed down to the Middledark, where I hope to find my city still standing.
I know it's difficult to gauge how long it's been since you were imprisoned, but what can you tell me about the Lumera you used to know?
It was originally crafted in a vast cavern filled with a forest of giant mushrooms. And these sustained our people for a long time. A number of waterfalls flow down into the cavern, and it seemed the ideal place to settle. not too close to the surface, yet far from what we came from. There was a crystal in the very center of the cavern, another thing that drew us to the location, and its light sustained my people for a long time, until my queen. And he kind of gets a sad look in his eye when he says that. Until my queen, at the time, decided to do a great work for her people. She established communications with the king of this Vogma, and he was King Thorian, I think his name was, or Oranglass, like your friends.
Right.
He was known for his works of artifice, and my queen wanted a means to see the sky, the night sky, from within our cavern. And the deal they struck was that I would employ my services to remove his longtime enemy, and he would do that great work of artifice for my people. I don't know what happened after that, because I did fail in my task.
I see. Well, wouldn't it be lovely to go back and see the night sky down in that cavern? If they managed to do it.
My people have always adored moonlight, and he kind of looks up at the sky. Granted, the moon didn't look like this.
It's not quite the same, is it? It's a relatively new development.
For Gab's reference, the moon in this world suffered a traumatic event some years ago. There's now a big hole in the center of it, and large chunks of it float out to the side, so it almost forms like the corneas of an eye, with the hole in the eye being like the pupil. So it almost looks like a big eye looking down at the world, but like shattered and fragmented.
That's really cool. I mean, it's terrifying, but that's
Terrifying,
pretty
but
fucking cool.
But it's a rather recent development.
Cool, but awful.
Yeah.
That's the effects of something that happened in our first campaign.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know how soon this is going to be, how long it might take us, but I do intend to visit Lumera someday, because I'm looking for my mother. Her name is Alen'dal. It could have been a century that she was there last. She may have long left that place, but my path will take me there, and if you are there, I hope to see you again.
I hope that this comes to pass. And as I have told your friends and you as well, if you can get word to me when you need me, I owe you a great debt, and if my queen allows it, whoever she may be now, I will come.
Well, if you could let the queen know that the king of Vogma is here on our side and we are still allies, we would appreciate her support.
Each time he talks about the queen, can you just roll an insight check?
Yes, I
real quick?
would love to. I would
What's
love
your
to
best
roll
stat?
an insight check. Okay.
We're gonna do this one.
That is a terrible roll, but I'm good at insight.
So that's a 17.
Something seems odd to you. He's been captive for a long time, sure, but elves also have very long lifespans. It seems odd to you that he seems certain something will have befallen his queen by now, and that pains him deeply.
Right. I'm not sure what's become of Lumera, honestly. I really don't. I don't know anything about it. I heard about it for the first time shortly before you and I met. If you need our help, if there's something there that you can't deal with by yourself, please let us know and we will help you. And if you discover any trace of my mother there, I would appreciate if you could let me know.
Yeah. He nods solemnly and says, "You gave me my life back, and even more, you are returning me to my queen, so Lumera is in your debt already. If I can discover any trace of your mother when I get there, I will send word."
Thank you, truly. And I hope you find your way safely.
He kind of gives you a nod and like looks deep into your eyes. But then, without another word, he just kind of turns around and starts walking into the night. And as he walks into the night, you'll recall that one of the striking features of him is that even like most drow have that kind of like lighter colored hair, whether it's silver or white or like a light shade of blue, or even like a light shade of purple. It's that lighter color, but his is like jet black. And as he strides off into the night, you can see that he kind of just begins to melt into the shadows, and very quickly he's gone out of sight.
And I think Elwyn will kind of stand out watching the place where he disappeared for a little bit longer, and she'll just kind of say, Masked Lady, if you can keep an eye on him and keep him safe, I would really appreciate that.
You feel a cold breeze blow across you. And it might just be the season turning towards fall from summer, but you feel that the Masked Lady is amenable to that.
And she'll go back inside.
Okay. The individuals who decided to stay, there are two. One of them didn't really have much of a, wasn't so much of a decision, as they didn't really have the ability to say what they wanted to do. It is the individual who seemed to have some sort of like mental disability, who was kind of raving when you rescued them. I will recall you. They were, let's see, how did they look? Kind of like a gaunt and wiry human with like warm golden-hued skin that has kind of these reddish-orange undertones, and then long black hair that kind of cascades in waves and curls, and almost seems to move as if in wind, even when there's no wind. And they have these amber eyes, as well as like a slightly elongated face and ears. But a lot of the time they don't really say anything. They just kind of sit and stare, and then the rest of the time they're just kind of raving. And so they have stayed, but not really by any choice. And then the other one who stayed is the former Silver Seneschal Adrix Estier. He, an old copper dragonborn who you rescued from prison, supposedly there for crimes of treason, has decided to stay with you and hope that you can keep him secret and safe. And that is who has stayed. Before we hop back, there is one other thing I will do, which is just to give you magic items and money.
Well,
because you guys plundered Ignis's hoard.
we sure did. We sure did.
The magic items harvested by Vert. So Zach, get ready to write these down.
Okay.
You found an 8th level spell scroll for demi-plane.
Ooh.
1 second. That's an actual item I can add?
Well, an 8th level spell scroll it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'll have to add demi-plane as a custom.
Yeah, 8th. Hang on, let me see. Spell scroll 8th. Okay, add. Okay.
And then you found a magic hooked obsidian dagger called Baleful Talon, which you can also add. That's an item that you can look up.
Baleful Talon, got it.
You found an Ion Stone of Fortitude
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! I love iron stones.
and a Ring of Amity.
1 second. Iron stone of fortitude. Okay. And then a ring. Oh, sorry, I just closed the thing. Ring of. What was it?
Amity.
Fortitude.
Amity.
Amity.
Okay. Yes, thank
Yep.
you.
And then Embers rated for cash. And Embers, you pulled out 4,500 gold pieces.
Jeez.
I rolled really high for you.
Jeez.
7,000 silver pieces. And 2,500 copper pieces.
Oh my god.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just supermarket sweep that board like crazy.
Yeah.
Us just like doing, like holding our arm out. And...
You guys took risks to stay there longer, so
Yeah.
you got rewarded.
Yes.
With that, we hop back to Traumaville.
Traumaville!
A little palate cleanser in between. I appreciate that. Oh, like, oh, things are good.
Things are good. We're
things-
safe.
There's hope.
Yeah, there's hope.
Let's see. Did anyone take damage? One of the spies is down at
I took
21 hit points, and that's it. Okay.
also my HP is incorrect because I put it in the override instead of manual rolled section.
Oh.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll have your card up, so.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
so you
I
should be
didn't.
good.
Yeah, I'll just have to update this.
Can you hop
Sorry.
back to roll
I'm sorry.
20?
Yes. Can you hop to roll 20?
I have.
Okay.
You're on the right page.
Let me look.
So you have more HP than what?
I do.
Where are we at?
Yeah, I was like, why is it so low? I rolled so well.
Or on the
That's
left
why.
side.
Yep.
I noticed.
Whoa.
This is
There's
really
snow on this
cool.
map.
This map was
That's
just
bomb.
auto-generated. I didn't do anything.
That's so
I just added the snow.
Wow.
Cool. I can't.
Wow.
Oh my god.
The group of you are dashing in a mad dash across an open field of snow. You've gotten past the initial guard towers with arrows like whizzing down in the midst of this blizzard, trying to catch you and nipping at your heels. And you have a clear sight of the tree line up ahead, which is safety.
Okay.
Let's just keep the old initiative.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Scouts, you're up first.
Yeah, we're just running.
Yeah, that feels
I
like
accidentally closed my scout stat block.
Well, you're gonna need it a little while longer.
I know. Well, I was trying to click on it and I clicked the X by accident. But it's okay. We got it back up. Yeah. So I feel like we're just. Sorry, I've got a cat in my lap. This is very difficult. We're just booking it. Double movement. So 60 feet. If someone can just move both of my scouts 60
Yeah.
feet toward the tree line.
Let's see if I can do
Is this
this.
considered difficult terrain or anything?
Nah. It probably should be because it's a blizzard and it's snowy, but we'll call it
Because we rolled
normal.
real bad
Oh.
for weather. We did it.
We did.
Before though, I do need everyone to do one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where did it go? Oh, it's in my Greymantle Penitentiary note, isn't it?
Okay, nope, your scouts moved.
Thank you.
There we go. Temperature and weather. Can you make me a Constitution save for everyone?
Oh shoot! One for each of us, or
Yeah, one for each person,
one for each person.
each character.
Okay. Con
Wait,
save.
Everyone, me too.
Tiefling.
You too.
Okay.
10.
Oh,
Kobold.
that's I have
17.
to. These are so hard to look. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, that was a 9. No, it's a 19.
Okay.
Plus something. 25.
Okay, 25 is a pass. The 19 was a pass, but the other one was a fail.
Okay.
How did the singular spy do?
17.
That's also a pass. And the thugs
A 5
fail.
and a 12.
Is a pass.
Okay.
So those of you who failed gain 1 level of exhaustion, which now works differently. It's a -1 to each of your d20 rolls.
-2.
Oh, -2.
Oh wow.
And then a -5 to your speed.
Yes.
Oh.
Minus
wow.
5 to your speed and a -1 to every d20 roll
Yep.
-2 to every
-2.
roll.
for 1 level of one.
Yes, he's right.
That's in his.
-2, you said?
Because it's 2 times your level of exhaustion.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Okay, well, and then it's -5 to speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So move one of my scouts back 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Shoot.
Charles.
This one.
Wow.
Alright.
And basically what happens is, as you're trudging through the snow, you guys are not necessarily equipped for cold weather, and you are in a blizzard right now, and it is just, you can, like, your extremities are starting to freeze a little bit, you are getting cold, and you are feeling the exhaustion from the low temperature up here. Okay. So that was the scouts.
They're just running. You just hear the kobold going, "Ah, freedom!"
From behind you, back in the direction of the keep, a sound echoes across the field.
Oh no!
And you turn and look over your shoulders collectively and see a shape rise up over the keep, beating terrible, massive dragon wings as Ignis the dragon begins to pursue you.
Oh no! Oh my god.
Art.
Ignis the dragon is.
Art is booking it.
Good call. Good call.
So, okay, hold on. How do... Ha ha ha! You can do things. And I'm gonna do a dash. So, like here?
That's a scout.
Whoops.
Yep, you're
the little moving one.
You're the cool moving one.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Thank you for that. Okay, yeah. Movement and dash.
Okay.
And that's it.
Looks good. Then it is the thugs.
Move and dash as well.
And one of them failed, so one of them is slower.
One of them's 50.
Ugh.
Oh shoot. Hang on. Where's the... It's really hard to see where the measurement thing is.
It's the rectangle at the bottom.
The bottom.
Second to bottom.
This one.
Yep.
I can do it for you if you want.
Thank you.
So this one's 50.
Okay. Oops. I just also used the... Is this the select?
Yep.
Okay.
Roll 20 is hard.
Thank you. And then the other one is 60. Stop, Claire. Stop.
We can take a quick pause if we need to.
No, it's okay. Keep going.
Okay. Okay, then that is your turn. The spy.
Okay. The spy, in an act of self-preservation, is going to dash and move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Does not want to be anywhere near this cluster of people.
Smart.
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
And that is the end of the spy's turn.
Then it is back up to the scouts.
We're running! Just elbowed a cat in the face. Don't worry about it.
She's had worse.
Yeah. Okay. We are running. So, we are going to, we don't have to roll again for exhaustion or
Nope,
anything. do
that's
we?
just
Okay.
at the start of the encounter.
So, 60 feet for this one. Here. And then 50 feet for this one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's it.
Okay. The dragon Ignis wings with incredible speed directly through the blizzard and straight towards you. And arrives on the battlefield.
Oh
Oh shit.
no! You're dead.
For
You're dead.
Gab, let me show the token. Ignis is an arboreal dragon, so she has like these icy wings with like glittering icy scales, but her body is covered in this like white mane of fur, and she has these horns that curl back over her head. And Ignis,
Wow.
she doesn't land. She is just soaring above, casting a shadow down above you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. We thought that we were done with this dragon when we escaped from the
Purple
prison.
Town.
You're up, Art.
I think we're gonna do the good old.
Dashy dash.
Yeah. Dashy dash.
The old, good old dashy dash.
Oh, I guess. Okay, I'll move. Yeah. Over here and then start going this way. Yeah. There we go.
Looks good. Thugs.
That's you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're dashing and dashing, trying to get away from this dragon. Can I get a measurement help again?
This one's 50.
Yeah. Looks, and then 60. We'll kind of just do this a little bit. Okay.
That one kind of has to scramble up over the rocks or run through them a little bit. Okay. Scouts.
Oh boy.
Oh, wait, spies.
Oh yeah, spies.
Okay.
Scouts.
I'm confusing my scouts and spies.
Yeah, let's see. Gonna dash again.
Are they like off camera? Okay.
The spy did not want to group up with everyone.
Oh, I see.
Which is fair.
For breath weaponness.
Yeah, and I think he even shouts over to the rest of them, "Scatter, you idiots!" Am I? So you said the dragon is above. Is the scout in a position where he can use his action to hide?
The spy, you mean?
Yeah, the spy.
Yeah, you could hide there if you want.
Okay.
Because you've got a little bit of tree cover. This isn't like the full forest line, it's like a little copse of trees,
Mhm.
but you could hide under the trees there.
Ah, failed.
Okay.
Not plus nothing?
No, it is. Yeah, no, succeeds. But only by 16.
Okay, so that's what Ignis needs to see you.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. But Ignis would need to make a perception check to see you then.
Yeah.
Okay. Good turn. Now it's the scouts.
Okay. Alright, the one up top is Cold. It's the tiefling. She hears you screaming, "Run, fools," or whatever it was.
Scatter.
Ah, you fools.
Scatter! Yeah, so she's actually gonna go this way. I think. There.
Yep.
And then the kobold is going to jump into the rocks and hide. Use an action to hide.
Okay.
It's like right there. Just with among the rubble, because he's a kobold.
That sounds great.
Rolled a 1.
The kobold slips and smacks his head on one of the icy stones and takes 1 point of damage.
Oh no! Oh, I need to track their HP separately. Okay.
I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Whoops, I accidentally took away 15.
Oh, you're just doing it on the screen.
Yeah, I'm just doing them on the tokens.
Oh yeah, while I'm at it,
Okay.
That's
Then
their turn.
It is Ignis's turn, and Ignis has a fly speed of 80.
Oh, that's fun for us.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry guys, you weren't supposed to survive this. Oh look, that's perfect.
Rough.
Wait, is Ignis exhausted?
Ignis is not in the slightest bit exhausted.
Oh, is it just out of range?
Okay, what is Ignis going to do to this
The
thug
thug throws
here?
a dragon treat out.
A dragon treat?
Dragon
Yes,
The thug
It's
is,
you,
The
the
thug
dragon
is a
tree.
dragon tree.
Look, it's the dragon.
Everyone within 120 feet, which I think is everyone. Let me check
Yeah.
the spy here.
Oh, I was waiting
Yep.
to
Oh
see what
my
it is.
god.
Needs to make
Decide to
a
roll.
wisdom saving throw.
Everyone needs to. Okay. Even though my scout up in the trees up there.
Yep. I think you're still within 120.
Wisdom?
Oh god.
Yep, you're still within 120.
Ooh. 15.
This one's cocked.
Wisdom.
Oof. Oof. Woof. Woof.
What was the DC?
17.
Fuck.
Yeah, failed on both
Failed.
fails.
Failed.
Everyone who failed is frightened for 1 minute and can repeat the save at the end of your turns, ending the effect. Has frightened changed at all for this edition?
No.
No, okay, it's the same.
I
Good.
had 1 pass, 1 fail.
I'll let you decide whether it's
The one next to him failed.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna then make 3 attacks against that one.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
So 17,
Hit.
32,
Miss.
call, and then a 16.
Hit. They'll hit.
Okay. Let's see. You take.
Is it more than 32?
It is 42 points of damage.
He's dead.
As oh, actually, not quite that much. No, it's even more. 49.
Jesus.
So the dwarven thug falls into the snow.
Ignis lands on the ground by this thug and basically chomps with a big bite and like grabs the thug and starts whipping him in the air and then tosses him up and with 2 claws slices him into like ribbons.
Holy.
And blood spatters the snow.
Come here.
Thug is dead.
I think at this point, Art is realizing that he has taken all these like people on a suicide mission, and he is determined to at least get as many people out of here alive as he can.
Well, it's your turn. How would you like to do that?
I don't know. No. Oh, God. Okay, let me look at the. Oh wow, I just zoomed out of the map and we are still so far from the clearing.
I might move that up. I might have overestimated how long it would take you to go this far. Though, I don't know, 2 or 3 turns you might
I think
make it.
he'll assume that the ones hiding are doing better. Who's up here?
There's a scout up north.
Okay.
And a
I
spy
think that's
down below.
Alara.
Yeah. I think he'll listen to what the spy had said to like just scatter, and he's gonna try to separate as much as possible. Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Around there, if possible.
Okay.
What was that? Okay. Yeah.
You can go a
And
little
maybe
further if you
he'll
want.
be like, "Hey, ugly, over here."
Brave. Do you shout that in Draconic?
Yes.
Oh, can you make an intimidation check?
Ooh. Okay. I don't see how I could possibly intimidate
This is
this
the perfect
thing,
plan.
but 22.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yes, that's.
Okay,
Um,
Ugly's coming.
I need simpler dice because I keep having
Yeah.
many panic attacks of like, no, did I roll a 1? No, it's an
Yeah,
18.
hard to see.
The dragon does seem to focus on you for a moment, though.
Okay.
Whether it will come to you, we'll see.
Okay.
Thug.
Oh, singular thug.
Yep.
Singular thug will. Can I get a 60-footer?
Yep.
Just like the sandwich that I ate.
Did you eat a 60-footer?
Yeah, you know. Yep. He's just running, eyes on the prize. Maybe he'll turn and help the captain. Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up the tree line. I'm drawing you guys a new finish line right here on the map.
Oh, sweet.
I overestimated how long it would take you to get eaten.
I mean, how many turns we would survive?
Yep. Okay. Good turn for the thug. Then it is the spy.
Okay. The spy is going to dash to safety and hope that Ignis does not notice he's around. Or hopes Ignis forgets he's here. That's the end of the spy's turn.
Okay. Just looking at my notes on who I have to kill in this part. Great, got it.
Our plot armor is weak.
It's the scout's turn. Kay's not here. I'll go ahead and act for them. I'm just going to have them dash, I think. Because they're all afraid right now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then this one.
That one's got 50.
Thank you, Nick. Those pings are very helpful.
Yes.
I know how it is.
Okay. Then it is Ignis's turn.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for pursuing continuing flight of the Scouts. It's like the name of my autobiography. Flight of the Scouts.
Oof.
Warforged Tears.
Ignis has a
just
reach of 10 feet
Yes.
with the bite, 15 with the tail. Oh, interesting. I have a tail attack. Okay. Ignis can only make a bite attack from here, because Ignis couldn't go far enough to make the full suite of attacks, so Ignis will attack the scout.
Mm-hmm.
Which scout is this?
That's
think
the
this is the
kobold. Yeah. Kobold.
26.
Oh, yeah. Not
That
even a
is
chance.
19 piercing damage.
Yeah, it's dead.
In one bite.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
It's just gone.
Brand the Betrayer is
Yeah,
swallowed by
Just
Ignis.
a nice little snack. Bite-sized kobold.
Jesus Christ.
Art. And the dragon kind of swings its head back over to Art and just kind of looks at you.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Me, the player, I'm
Yeah.
like... Ugh.
You are frightened though, still. I think.
Oh,
Yep.
true. So I can't approach it.
Well, you can make this.
and I would have...
At
At
the
the
end,
end
of
of
your
your
turn.
turn.
Did you make it at the end of your last turn?
No.
I should also make it.
Yeah. What's the...
You're fishing for
DC?
17 wisdom.
And it's
Spy's not
17
afraid
wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw.
I guess what I got.
A 16.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm still frightened, so I'm gonna keep booking it.
Okay, you missed it. I moved up the tree line because I was overly optimistic about how long it would take for you
Oh.
to be chomped.
Oh, thank you so much.
So that red line is your finish line now.
Let
Gonna
me
keep booking it.
scoot this over.
Okay, is that it for Art?
Yeah.
Just book it.
Yeah.
Run!
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it is the thug.
The thug turns and fights.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yes.
I betrayed my people once, but not again. And he got a 16 to hit and a 17 to hit.
Both just clang against
Yeah.
Ignis's
Yeah.
scale.
Pulls his mace out
No
as tries
effect.
as he might.
And Ignis just laughs.
Alright. That's the thug's turn.
Okay. Spy.
Spy is no longer afraid, but is no longer frightened, but still pretty afraid.
Makes
There you
sense.
go.
Can you give me a 60 here? Thank you.
Oh, you're so close to the finish
I
line.
know. And I think he just yells over at Art, "We're so close, keep going!"
Yeah.
Okay. Scout. Now singular.
Yep. So it's, what's her butt? Alira?
Mhm.
The tiefling woman who earlier asked Art to find her son. She is freezing. She can feel her limbs locking. she sees people dropping one by one, and she knows she's not going to make it.
The tree line is right there, though.
Yeah, but she's not going to make it. So instead of booking it toward the tree lion? Yep, I said that.
Oh boy, I don't want to see that. We already have a dragon.
Yep, she comes out to about here in front of the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And she opens fire and says, Art, you have to make it out of here. You have to find my son. And she's like loosing these arrows, just trying to draw the attention of the dragon, if anything, to give Art those extra 6 seconds.
Roll those attacks.
So if I place my great bow, do I get advantage?
No, but you moved.
I
So
did
you can't
move.
do it. Yeah, nice try though.
Stop trying to hunter this.
Or else I'd let you do it.
Wait, but I have a scope
Yeah,
on
but
it
you
though.
moved. Yeah, there's rules.
Your scope broke, unfortunately, when I was in the
no.
armory.
But I've got keen sight.
Keen scope. Nice try though.
It's cool. I tried. So attack 1 is abysmal. It's a 10.
Yep, glances off the armor.
Attack 2. It's worse. 7.
Yeah, Ignis just
She's like shaking so hard. She
looks
can't.
in your direction
Yeah.
and smiles a bloody wolfy grin.
Yeah, but at
you.
least she drew his attention.
Okay, Ignis's turn. Ignis has a thug to kill.
Find Emilio.
He can try. This is my most powerful thug of the two.
Okay, the bite is a 28.
Ha!
To hit?
Yep. The claw is a 20.
Not even close.
And the second claw...
He's a Warforged, Ethan. You can't kill Warforged.
Second claw is a 21, so they all hit, right?
No, he's a Warforged. Yeah.
49 damage. That bug dies.
Especially when Nick would ask you, what's your AC again? You were like, 22!
22!
What do you mean?
It's 300!
You can't hit me.
You can't hit me!
Invincible.
I'm invisible!
And then Ignis will fly over to the scout and kind of land in front of you and just say, "Are you sure you don't want to try and run?" Art.
I think I lock eyes with Illyria, and I'm about to run towards you. Do you say anything?
Yeah, she says, she draws her short sword, like drops her bow in the snow and draws her short sword in front of this dragon, and she says, "Get out of here, Art! Go! You're Emilio's only hope!" She starts going after the dragon with her sword.
And it takes everything in him to go against his instincts and listen to her and run.
Okay. You make it over into the tree line and are out of the battle.
I think before I ran, I say, "I'll find him. I swear." And then I run.
And then the thugs are dead. And the spy. Can you make it over the
I'm
tree
pretty
line?
sure.
Looks like it.
Can you give me a ruler?
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bloop.
You're never gonna see Gideon again. Let me take the hide action here. Oh yeah, natural 20.
He hit so hard he just disappeared.
Yep.
Just
Was
gone.
that your C3 character?
No, because we see flashes of Gideon freezing to death on the mountain. Himself, with no one. The only survivor of this terrible event is Art. Art, you make it into the trees and you stumble through the woods. Night comes on and you're too scared to make a fire, but the fire within you keeps you warm to an extent. You can feel frostbite coming on, but you manage to stave it off enough to get to the cliffs that descend down the mountain, and it is an arduous climb. You end up having to spend about a full day getting part way down the mountain, and then another full day after camping another cold night on the slopes of the mountain to get down the other side. But eventually you do come out into the grassy plains of the state of Ardelir. Safe, but the only survivor of the escape of Greymantle Penitentiary. On a different note, let's talk about what you guys have been doing for a month.
Can we just say, good job, you made it, you're out, you survived. That was dramatic.
I told Gabo, I was like, I'm gonna give them control of some like NPCs, and I'm just gonna kill them one by one in front of your character. So he was braced for it, but
like, fair. It was incredible because I wrote out like the escape and like what I thought happened and how I was the only survivor, and like seeing it play out was like
that was
we followed it for the most part. There were supposed to be a couple more things that happened, but we can actually get one of them in. Instead of dying of frostbite, the spy who escaped is actually cornered by saber-toothed tigers and devoured. That was going to be the next scene. It was a saber-toothed tiger attack. We had a map for that.
Oh my god.
Let me just show you the forest.
Yeah, I want to see
Is that what's supposed to happen too?
Yep.
Alright, hang on, I have to turn it back on. Let me get it.
I thought there was going to be a scout and a spy here, but no such luck.
Oh, so the thugs were supposed to die, huh?
Thugs' deaths were scripted.
Yeah. Let me turn this on. There we go.
It's really cool.
And then one person was supposed to survive barely with Art and make it to the cliffside.
Oh my god.
Where Art would be the last survivor. But hey, that didn't happen.
This was more dramatic.
Yeah,
it was.
Ignis took care of that. Thanks,
oh my god, Ignis.
Which, to be fair,
yeah,
it's a dragon.
Yeah.
Like, that tracks.
We were lucky to escape her.
Ignis was supposed to kill 3. Ignis got 4 in the end. So.
Yeah.
I will say, I don't know if you tuned in for the end of last season. Ignis gets hers.
Yeah. Anyway, lighter notes.
What's been happening in the past month in Amberhearth? You know, you got informed as soon as you got back that the festival celebrating the reconstruction of the city is going to be held towards the end of the month of Hammer. So you have about a month to start preparing your contribution to the festival as prominent community members, and then also just basically attending to whatever you want to get up to. So I'll turn it over to you. Who wants to talk first about what they spend the month doing?
One of y'all, because I got a nice scene earlier.
Okay. I guess Embers is going to pick up her new outfit from the magic shop.
What the fuck did you just do?
Nothing.
Please continue.
Okay.
That's just because it's not.
Should still be recording.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
still
cool.
recording.
There we go.
Yeah, Embers picks up her new outfit from the magic shop, and thinking back to her her fight with Arias at Greymantle, feels like she needs to brush up on some techniques, because she tried very, very hard to land like her signature move, and it just wasn't working. So she's like, I gotta do something. I gotta train a little bit harder. I'm gonna go see Miria. So I think she spends 3 weeks headed out to Erudition to train with Miria, and invites Kashura to come along.
Yeah. I think Kashura would take you up on that, mostly because Kashura is starting to grow, let's say, bored with rebuilding Antoinette's alehouse from the wreck that it was.
Antoinette, I forgot.
And so, I think Kashura is more than eager to take a 3-week trip with you to go do some punching people. Is there anything that you want to specifically happen while you're traveling?
No. We'll come back to this later.
Yeah. I think for Kashura's part, she has opened up to Embers quite a bit, but there's still part of her that feels a little bit closed off. And she doesn't seem during this trip to be like ready to close the rest of that gap just yet. But other than that, I think Miria is like very happy to have some star pupils to kind of like whip the rest of her trainees into shape.
Yeah, and I mean, from a certain point of view, like maybe Embers and Sure are like helping her train some people, because teaching is also a great way to learn when you're like at a plateau.
Yeah. And Miria is teaching you, but is also definitely using you to teach some of the other people. So she's using you as examples, but then also like stepping in to kind of correct and change your technique and show you new ways to, approach fighting with enemies in close quarters and things like that. Yeah. Miria, by the way, for the entire duration of your training, doesn't talk about Megan at all. It just doesn't come up from her.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, Ember spends a couple weeks learning how to become a 2024 monk.
Do you want to tell the viewers about what Ember's new outfit looks like? I mean, it will be in the art, but...
Yeah. It's this, like... It's got these very... it's a lot more ostentatious than she used to wear. She's got this like big sun symbol all across the front of the robes. These like sort of maroon, dark red robes that have this golden cape with like sunlight, sunburst stuff all over it, and these streamers. And the cape sort of like formed streamers. So it's like a half cape, and then from there it's just like these things that flow behind her as she moves and does her martial arts routines and things.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
And it's great that she's on screen right now. Did you do that? Oh, I see. Cool. I thought that was coincidental and not.
No, Zach's on top of it.
Zach, do you want to tell us what Vert does with his month?
He is very father-focused.
He's a daddy's boy.
Well, yeah, so he, like, when we came back from Greymantle, Basil was wounded. You know, he was not well, so Vert, I think, takes this month to kind of, like, help his dad kind of, settle in and, with whatever he needs.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely needs some time to heal.
Yeah.
He settles into the keep very quickly, though.
Yeah. I think
he takes to living there very easily.
Yeah, but then they have some like minor conversations. Okay, we need to get you like a disguise, and like a alias, and So I think part of that is them kind of constructing a story and like a all that information for him, just so he can kind of exist here with like a little bit less suspicion.
Can you roll an insight check?
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, that's awesome. It's like a very. Did I break a 10? Let's see. Insight, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, I got 10.
Okay. Yeah, he takes to this disguise work pretty easily.
Okay, sure. Vert believes whatever his dad says. He doesn't even need to roll insight. Let's see. And then I think he does have one conversation that I wanted to play out.
Okay.
If now's a good time or not.
Yeah, now's a good time.
Okay. So I think that...
I say as a player in the campaign. I
don't see why not.
Not the deal at all.
So I think one of the days, he finds his father and he's like looking very... he's like trying not... He's not uncharacteristically not really hiding his emotions very well in this setting. And he approaches him and he...
Hoping I guessed the vibe right with the music.
He kind of like kneels to the ground and he says...
Oh, no, this is way wrong. Sorry. Let's try this one.
A really happy song. No, don't play a happy song. So, he kneels on the ground and says, "Father, it was my fault. I brought ruin to our home." And he just, like, starts losing composure immediately. He says, I told Rosnor about some secrets, and I think that led our kingdom to ruin. He's like, "I'm so sorry. Everything is my fault."
You said you're like down on...
Yeah, he's like kind of like bowing and his head is like kind of near the
Goes
ground.
on.
And he takes like his signet ring off and just like pushes it forward. He's like, whatever punishment you think I deserve, I'll take it.
You, looking down at the ground, you hear your father step towards you, and then you see his knees fall into your field of vision. And he reaches out and puts one hand on your shoulder and the other hand on your signet ring and pushes it back towards you. And he says, "Son, nothing that happened was your fault in any way."
But it led to everything. What happened to you and Mother?
He looks hard at you, and there's like sadness and grief in his eyes, but you realize it's not for himself and it's not for what was lost, it's for you. And he says, "Oh, you've carried that around for a long time, haven't you?"
Yes, ever since the day that it all happened.
He lifts your head. "My boy, what happened was going to happen eventually. The Empire is, with it as big as it is, and with Vogma standing in its way for as long as it has, it was bound to fall. It was going to happen, and it wasn't your fault. Whatever you think your part was in it, you were tricked. You say you gave secrets to Rosnor? Rosnor already knew all of our secrets. If you think that's what led to what happened, there's some other secret at play here. Your Uncle Rosnor can be trusted.
No.
I would put my life in his hands over and over again, and I have. Whatever you think happened, there's more to it."
Yeah, Vert like sits up and he like really tries to recall sort of as vividly as possible everything that transpired when him and Rosnor had the discussion, and try and really read into what he can remember about Rosnor's like reaction.
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay, I'm pretty good at these.
And also scoot like two inches that way.
Okay,
There you go.
thanks, Elwin.
Yep.
Oh yeah. 23.
You think back on it, and really think back on it with a critical eye for the first time. For a long time, when you've thought of this memory, it's tinged and clouded by loss, and that's still there. But with your father here before you, you think about it with slightly more clear eyes, and you think about the way that Rosnor was acting, his mannerisms, and something about it wasn't the Uncle Rosnor that you know.
Like he was affected by something, or
Perhaps there was some sort of magic at play, but something was wrong that night.
Yeah, I think he sort of sits next to his dad stiffly and just like really trying to recall this memory. And he like maybe like wipes some tears from his eyes, and he just shakes his head like, all this time I wanted revenge on him. Are you sure? I mean,
Your father sits back and kind of takes a deep breath and thinks, and he says, "Well, as sure as you can be about anything, when you're a king, when you're in my position, you have to put your trust in some people. You can't take everything upon yourself, and I put my trust in those who I believed in. Your Uncle Rosnor was one of them. I don't believe that he would betray us, and if he wanted to, I think he already had all the information he needed. I don't see why he would have had to pry it out of you. It just doesn't feel right.
Even about this, and he like kind of motions to. I guess Nyadon maybe wouldn't be with them. Now that I think about it, maybe he said with the Nexus, the controllers. Like, he knew about.
He knew broad enough strokes to be dangerous. Maybe not the details.
I see.
If he wanted to expose a weakness, he could have done it long ago.
So what was it then?
I don't know, and
If it it wasn't me and it wasn't him.
He kind of takes your head in his hands and he says, I'm not saying that the information you gave up was not integral in what happened. It might have been. I'm just saying it wasn't your fault. And it would have happened eventually. This is something that my father and his father and all the past kings of Vogma have been prepared for thousands of years.
I think Vert like kind of nods, but like it's clear that his expression is like he still doesn't like, he wants to believe what his father's saying, but he doesn't, just because he's been grappling with this problem for like years. Ever since he's been on the run, this has been like forefront, is that it was his fault that Vogma...
He sees you struggling with that and just pulls... Oops, I bumped my mic. Sorry.
Don't do
listeners,
that.
if that was really bad. He pulls you into a big hug.
Yeah.
Just kind of like holds your head up to his.
Yeah, I think Vert hugs him back really tightly and says, I missed you so much.
I missed you too, son.
And
he kind of pushes your shoulders back and like takes a good long look at you and says, I'm really happy that you made it out and that you're safe and that you grew strong enough to rescue me, because I didn't think that I would see you or your mother or anyone ever again who I love. And your mother may be gone, but I think that she would be happy that you're safe. She sacrificed herself so that, in hopes that we would be together one day.
And then he meets his dad's eyes and says, and my sister, she's alive.
His eyes go a little bit wide. Oh, you know about Estelle?
Yes.
And he gets kind of like a worried look in his face, and he says, I'm sorry that I didn't tell you about her, but you met... Is she here? Where is she?
She's not here, but she's north in
Philareth.
What?
She's in Philareth within the state of Vidun.
That's right. Yes. Says Vert's memory.
Sorry, that's here.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
And he nods and says, well, she's a tough girl. She'll be all right.
Yes. I'll tell her that we rescued you.
And he's got tears in his own eyes as he just kind of takes a long look at you and says, the three of us can be together. And he just nods.
Yeah.
And he looks at you and says, I think that's enough.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Close the scene there.
Okay.
Oh man, I've been thinking about that for a long time.
So you and your dad spend a little bit of time working on disguises.
Yeah.
And
like eventually, I think when everyone is, like, maybe they broach the subject or maybe not, but also talking about like kind of just their future, like short term, now that he's here.
Basil spends a lot of time drawing up ideas for gaining new allies. And I think we'll go over those next episode.
That's fine.
Real quick before we end, though, I want to check in with Elwyn. What do you spend your month doing?
Oh, well, you know, with Embers being out of town for a few weeks, and Vert very focused on catching up with his dear old dad, I think Elwyn is left with the running of the estate. And so I think that she is playing hostess to the other prisoners that they've rescued that have decided to stay. So she would be spending a lot of time with the Silvered Seneschal.
Adrix Estir.
Adrix. Just talking to them about what happened and why they ended up, how they ended up in prison.
Well, let me see what information I can give you about that.
And also just being very, very nice to them and
offering them as much comfort and as she can, and
spelled Adric's name when I tried to search it. Let's see. Adric's. I'm gonna have to go back to the Dream Sorrow Hold and Greymantle Penitentiary note. Okay.
and you can give us this information next week too if we want to do like an actual scene.
It doesn't have to be a scene. I'll just tell you kind of the broad strokes of what he tells you.
The Cliff Notes version. It's okay.
He confesses to having been a spy for the Iron Republic within the Argent Athenaeum, and he was basically there trying to keep the Iron Republic in the loop about Imperial research that may be dangerous to the Republic, and sort of guiding such research off track as best as he could using his position.
Tricky.
He was found out slightly after you guys left, because with tensions rising between the Empire and the Iron Republic, they started to look critically at people like him, and he's not necessarily the best at deception. He is a scholar.
Right. So I think in light of that, Elwyn would say there's always room for scholars in the Silver Seekers if they want to stay, and if he wants to get back to the Iron Republic, I can try to help arrange that too. It's basically opening the door for him.
Yeah, he'll just... We don't have to do the full scene, but
Yeah.
to that offer he'll reply, "Things seem tense between the Republic and the Empire at the moment. I think it would be more difficult than you think to get me on a ship across to the Republic, so..."
Well, I wasn't thinking a ship. You saw how I got you here.
Very true. Magic. But if you're offering, I have been through quite an ordeal, and I would not mind some time here. If you have scholarly tasks you would like to set me to, I'm happy to research on your behalf.
I'm sure I could love... we do have an arrangement with Fimir.
Yes, I've set it up before.
Yes, we need someone on this end to help set up our library, so maybe we can
I might
put you
have
that
to
task.
stay hidden when the couriers bring new books, but
Well,
I would
we
be...
might have a way to get you disguised. It's quite convincing.
Yeah, he seems thoughtful. Well,
Yeah.
that could work then.
Yes.
So we just purchased like a couple of disguise hats from Nadia's shop. Just to have on hand in case we need them for certain people.
Disguise all your people.
Yeah, I think Ellen would also spend some time with the other prisoner.
Crazy person.
Yeah, and try to it may be futile to try and get any kind of sensible information out of this person, but I think she would really just spend time trying to earn trust and establish some kind of relationship.
Could you just roll a charisma check?
Sure.
This is a very low stakes charisma check.
Okay. Um, 12.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this individual who you're unable to get a name out of, like I said, most of the time pretty much sits in silence and kind of stares at the wall. But you do manage to get them to like accept food from you. You get them to warm up to you quite a bit. They seem more at ease when you're with them. Like when they're on their own, they sometimes are a bit fidgety in their quietness, and when they have sort of those bouts of rambling, which you're not really able to make any sense out of, it's just like nonsense, a string of nonsense words a lot of the time. It seems to sort of ease those episodes when you're around.
Nice.
To some extent.
Yeah. And I'm going to spend some time training Cupcake.
Like Cupcake?
Our messenger Drake.
That was Snowflake.
No, a Cupcake.
It's Cupcake.
It's
Oh,
Cupcake. Yep.
Okay.
and tending to the garden upstairs, and also our spaceship garden.
Yes.
I think that Cupcake is pretty much a full-grown messenger drake now.
Yeah,
so you can
true.
start sending messages with Cupcake if you want.
Yeah.
Get a minigame.
And your upstairs garden is coming along very well. It is flourishing.
I'd like to try and plant some creepy plants up there.
Okay. Yeah,
Just a couple of
you tell
just-
me about the creepy plants you want to plant, and we can talk about it.
Well, just a couple of creepy ones for the sake of a certain event that we're planning for the
Oh, I see.
festival.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use plant growth on them to kind of
So they're like black sunflowers and things like
yeah,
that.
you know, just I feel like I would have like maybe gone down to the market and found some seeds and done a little bit of druid hoodoo and kind of like
Yeah, you're able to do that just fine, like creepy vines that like
yeah,
fall
just
over
make
stuff.
it like the garden I've been planting and kind of letting grow naturally, and I kind of go in there after we have our discussion about the festival and what we're doing, which is a surprise. I'll go up there and kind of make some changes and maybe accelerate some growth so it's a little kind of overgrown in the kind of like slightly unhinged kind of way.
Maybe like weird
and
fey
then-
plants.
Yeah, can I like go through the Fey Circle and get some Fey plants and bring them back? Yeah.
You don't have tuppence to open the Fey Circle for you.
Did she have to open it for
With a
us?
song she did. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, that's fine.
But maybe some grow near the Fey Circle. I'll allow it.
Maybe I
even
could have
on this
harvested
side.
some the last time we went
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
Just grab some seeds or whatever.
You can grow a few of those. And then the other garden out in the woods, where you're growing the very big and important thing,
Mm-hmm.
is coming along very nicely. It has
Got
grown
most
to
Fey.
tremendous
like,
size.
what?
And it is, we'll get to it next time it's on screen in a scene.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
describe
But those are
what's
the
going
things
on.
that Elwyn's doing. And I think
yeah.
the other spare time she has, she's going down to town, she's visiting with other people, getting the news from the town, and just, you know, like Emmeline and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So,
And so a month passes, and on the 35th day of the month of Hammer, Art, after a long and harrowing journey, escaping from the Greymantle Penitentiary and making your way here, following hints and clues about a group called the Silver Seekers, and particularly one of its members, Embers of White Ash, you find your way to the city of Amberhearth, and you find yourself looking from a hill over this city situated in this grassy plain with a few copses of trees around it and a big shiny lake up to the north. And the town is abuzz with activity.
But not
And
ants.
No, not ants. But you can see they are setting up for a festival that is about to kick off this morning. And we'll pick up there next week.
oh,
This is Dragon Show.
We're back!
That was awesome.
it was so good.
Thank you everyone for watching. Thank all of you for playing. Gabo, thank you for joining this
Yay!
campaign. Art's going to be a great addition. I'm excited.
Thank you for having me.
Sorry for traumatizing you right off.
That was great.
More to come. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.